Watch Team Legends Kolby, Cordell, and BD.ii's knockout performance ahead of Monday's episode of The Voice exclusive. John Legend has a tough decision to make. In a clip premiering exclusively with people from the Monday, March 31st episode of The Voice, BD.ii and Kolby Cordell put on stunning performances in hopes of being Legend's pick to remain in the competition. This knockout round began with BD.ii's performance of Back at One by Brian McKnight, which all of the coaches were swaying and singing along to. Beautiful, Legend 46 said after the performance, giving him a standing ovation. Coach Michael Buble added as he clapped, "Right off the top too, man." Michael Buble waits until the last second to steal Simone Marijic from Team Kelsiel on The Voice. "I know what I want," as BD.ii walk off stage and Cordell walked on. They fist bumped each other. Then Cordell put on a moving performance of Stevie Wonder's Lately, and the coaches appeared equally impressed. Coach Adam Levine kicked off the feedback portion by saying, "That's quite a way to start it off. BD.ii was so transfixed your whole performance. Obviously a great song, but you kind of gave it a little bit of a kick in the ass," the Sunday Morning Singer 46 said. He added of Cordell, "Kolby, is this like Discovery? I love your rasp, but it felt like it was a little bit of strain in there from being tired. But I could feel how you were managing it. You did an incredible job. I'm thinking about what I think might take place, and everyone's going to be fine." Meanwhile, Coach Kelsia Ballerini was impressed by BD.ii's song choice and how it let him lean back to show more of the swag and the tone and the cool elements to your voice. "Kolby, your tone reminds me of John Legend. It's like that warmth and that smokiness. Some of your open vowels, I was like, there's a little Legend in there. I think you're both so different, but so damn good. If I was just thinking about who feels the most ready, I would say BD. The love is a cowboy's," singer said. Buble loved DI's song choice that allowed him to be far more emotional for a great performance. "Kolby, if that's you tired, then I'm getting 3 hours of sleep tomorrow," he said to Cordell. "I don't know that it sounded tired to me. Maybe you were just gifted with an incredible voice that has that rasp. You told that story beautifully. If I had to choose, the winner would have been Kolby." Then Legend shared his thoughts on the performance by his contestants. "Kolby, yeah, man. You've got that raspy voice, and it's soulful. It's been lived in. It has a story to tell," he said to Cordell. "BD, I was concerned about this song choice for you. The first time I heard you sing it, it just sounded a little flat, and I was like, I need more energy. I need more urgency," he added. "And you did all that you needed to do, but you also didn't force it. You just sounded like you belong on this stage and on bigger stages." It was fantastic. As The Voice barrels toward its high-stakes live shows, tensions are rising, alliances are tested, and raw talent is being pushed to its limit. But before Monday night's episode electrifies screens across the country, fans are being treated to an early look at one of the season's most exhilarating performances, a knockout round face-off between Team Legends' rising stars, Kolby Cordell and BD.ii. And let's just say, it's not just a knockout. It's a moment. In this exclusive preview, we witness a musical duel that's equal parts explosive and emotional, as Kolby Cordell, a soulful small-town singer-songwriter with a voice like velvet, and BD.ii, a futuristic, genre-defying performer with the swagger of an old-school showman, bring two completely different worlds to the Voice stage. What unfolds is the kind of performance that not only defines a season, but leaves both fans and coaches at the edge of their seats. The matchup that no one saw coming. Coach John Legend has proven time and again that his instincts are both strategic and deeply rooted in artistry. Pairing Kolby and BD.ii wasn't just a calculated move, it was a masterclass in contrast. On paper, these two couldn't be more different. Kolby Cordell, 25, hails from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. A self-taught guitarist with a gospel background and a catalog of emotional original songs, Kolby made waves during the blind auditions with his haunting rendition of River by Leon Bridges. His voice is rich, textured, and undeniably heartfelt, immediately earning a chair turn from John Legend, Reba McEntire, and Chance the Rapper. He, on the other hand, is a true wildcard. Known for his electro-soul aesthetic, boundary-pushing arrangements, and futuristic stage presence, BD.ii real name, Brandon Dillard too turned heads during his blind audition with an unexpected, synth-heavy take on Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. It was bold. It was weird. It worked. Legend turned his chair almost instantly. So when Legend paired these two for the knockout rounds, fans knew something wild was coming. But no one quite expected this. An electrifying battle of styles. Each artist got to choose their own song for the knockouts, and both leaned into what makes them unique. Kolby Cordell selected Tennessee Whiskey, the Chris Stapleton version, an emotionally driven choice that allowed him to showcase his vocal grit and subtle vulnerability. I chose Childish Gambino's Redbone, a risky but brilliant pick that let him layer funk, falsetto, and drama into one slick package. The result? A vocal duel that played out like a Sonic movie scene, two wildly different artists, occupying the same stage but telling entirely separate stories. Kolby took the stage first, his performance stripped down and intensely personal. Accompanied by just a single spotlight and a softly strummed guitar, he brought a bluesy, tear-stained interpretation of Tennessee Whiskey that felt less like a competition and more like a confessional. He held certain notes just a beat longer than expected, playing with silence and space in a way that demanded attention. I followed, and if Kolby's performance was a whiskey-soaked letter, Ice was a neon love note from the future. Clad in a metallic suit, surrounded by a subtle cloud of stage smoke, I reimagined Redbone as a galactic funk odyssey. Every falsetto note was crisp, every movement choreographed to perfection. Where Kolby simmered, I exploded. It wasn't just a battle of songs, it was a showcase of vision. John Legend faces the ultimate dilemma. When the smoke cleared literally, it was clear that both artists had delivered knockout performances in every sense of the word. John Legend, visibly emotional, struggled with his decision. How do you compare these two? He asked, shaking his head in awe. Kolby gave us soul. I gave us spectacle. And both gave us their truth. Even the other coaches were stunned. Chance the Rapper praised Kolby for singing like a man who's been through everything twice. Reba McEntire called me one of the most unique, exciting performers she's seen on the voice stage in years. Niall Horan summed it up best. That wasn't a knockout, it was a showdown. And honestly, I'd pay to see that again. Ultimately, John Legend did make a decision, but we won't spoil it here. Let's just say, he didn't let either voice slip away without a fight. Why, this knockout is already iconic. In a season already packed with memorable performances, the Kolby Cordell vs. BD.ii knockout stands out not just because of the talent, but because of what it represents. This isn't just about good singing. It's about storytelling, identity, vision. Kolby and BD.ii represent two sides of the same coin, tradition and innovation. And together, they've created a moment that feels like the future of music itself, where boundaries are blurred and artistry reigns supreme. Social media is already buzzing. #Team Legend is trending. Fans are split, emotional, and deeply invested. And that's exactly what The Voice is all about. What's next for Team Legend? Monday's episode promises even more high-octane matchups, and if Kolby and BD.ii's knockout is any indication, Team Legend is the team to watch. Legend's roster this season is stacked with artists who challenge conventions and bring fresh energy to the competition.